How do you see crypto in our lives in 5 years? How are we using it on a day-to-day basis? Because I think that could be the light bulb moment for a lot of people. Because right now, a lot of people see it, and I read it all on Twitter. You know, I'm a Bitcoiner. I got tons of my liquid net worth in digital assets, but I see what people are saying, and a lot of people, there's still that disconnect. And so where do you see it in our lives in 5 years?
Yeah, it's important. It will be invisible. And that word's intentional and important. You think about TCP/IP that we're using right now. It's invisible. Now think about what actually happens. I'm speaking into a metal and glass box that is going through the airwaves into a cell tower, down into a fiber optic cable, going across over the river and through the woods, out another cell tower down the street from you, into the airwaves, into your metal and glass box, and coming out into your ears in real time. No way. No way can my brain comprehend how that actually works, but I don't need to because it works.
Because software is built on top of that, right?
Yeah. So it's all innovation. How about money, right? I don't carry money. What do I use? I use a Visa card. Visa, it's not money. Visa is run on a mainframe computer running on COBOL, believe it or not. And what is it? It's a database that batches my transactions for a month and then settles up once a month with the bank. That's all it is. But it's money. Okay, what is money? It's just a medium of exchange, but it's invisible to me. I don't know what my transactions look like at Visa. I don't really care. And if a bad one happens, they forgive it and they go pursue them. And it's all behind the scenes. It's invisible. And so my bank, it's just a bunch of ones and zeros on an account, on a ledger. Now I have to trust them. I like the fact that I can move that into my own ledger where it's under my control, right? And that is permanent and immutable and cryptographically secure. So in the future, we will bank ourselves through Bitcoin. We will use a layer 2 solution like Strike or others to transfer money from fiat to fiat across the rails. Like right now, we use old rails, the SWIFT system, ACH system. And I heard a great line. They said, fintech doesn't have any tech. There's no innovation. We basically took Chime and we made a bank that's internet bank instead of a physical branch, but they're still using SWIFT and ACH, and you still got to wait 3 days for your money. There's no innovation. It's just a glitzy UX and has a huge valuation. Bitcoin and crypto is true innovation. We have new rails and new T0 settlement, no T+3 anymore, T0, T instant. And so all of this innovation will eventually be invisible. And I won't use my Bitcoin to buy a cup of coffee. I will still use my Starbucks app, but it will settle in a lightning payment using some portion of my digital assets. Maybe it's stable coins because I don't want to take the short-term risk. Probably will be a stable coin. It'll never be a CBDC as far as I'm concerned. Again, we could talk all day about it, but the future of digital assets is bright, but more importantly, it's dark. And I don't mean dark as in seedy and seemly and the dark web. I mean dark in that you won't see it. You don't need to see it. And once something becomes invisible, once like you get in an airplane, in the early days, who got on an airplane? Literally, who was the first person to get on an airplane and say, no way, right? Who was the first person that had surgery with anesthesia? What if it didn't work, right? But it's invisible now. I go in the hospital, I put on the gas mask and I'm fine. But once technology gets to a certain point, it's invisible to us. And that's where crypto will go.
Yeah, and I think it's dark as well because, what you said earlier about Zoom, we never imagined using something that is slightly better than a fax machine in the way that we're using it now. And
Correct.
So there's probably going to be innovation and inventions coming that we haven't even thought of yet.
Yes. And the key to great success in investing is the ability to imagine the unimaginable.
From the bottom, ain't no half stepping. I'm the dog, I made it through so they don't ask questions. Long Beach, and it ain't no half repping. Once a dog, always a dog, so they don't ask questions.